Hi guys. So yesterday I talked about a schlon and we were cutting grass and it seems I had the wrong tool name. So it's actually a schlon is what you cut the turf with, and then a spiel is the Irish word for a scythe. So today we're going to the bog. Yeah. And look, going to the bog looks very like digging, okay? And yeah, we're also going to do some crazy golf because actually it's the same movement as what we did yesterday, cutting grass. And I was thinking about it, any of you who are golfers, you should be practicing that movement, that swinging movement every day. Because even though you can't golf, when you do go back to golf, you want your spine and your shoulders to be able to do the movement. And movements like that, practice and perseverance and just doing it regularly will help your spine. So get swinging. Great. Come light your candle. Oh, I have no. So great. To the parts of you that struggle, the bits you have difficulty with yourself, which is such a strange thing, really, but it's a reality. As somebody you're putting in your candle. And then just your intention that moving towards the light that we're doing. And then your oil. Somebody said yesterday that this yoga is a bit like a good book. You keep waiting for the next chapter and being really excited by the next one. I would have to agree. It's pretty amazing. Just rubbing down with your aromatherapy, with your oils, and just giving thanks for all that you are and feel. So as you bring your hands down your arms, as you bring your hands down your legs, feel the contact. Just feel that sense of touch, of contact, of connection. Just one more time, just sweeping down through your arms, sweeping down through your back, into your legs, down through your belly, into your legs. Nice. How wonderful. So come rest into your child's pose. Arms are long in front of you, head is down. And so it's pouring rain here this morning. So I doubt we'll get much of a dawn going on, but who knows? Never know here. And just resting your belly down and just thinking, feeling, sensing into your body. Nice. Come forward into your cat pose, rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Nice. And then squeeze the right side, look over your right shoulder. And then squeeze the left side, look over your left shoulder. And just squeeze from one side to the other side. One side to the other side. Nice. So bring your right foot so that it's kind of where your knee was, but a little bit forward. And so rise up and help your foot a little bit forward. And then bring both hands to your right knee. Tuck your left toes under. And so you can, if you want, to have your left hand still on the floor or both hands on your knee. And you're going to lift your left knee off the floor and you're going to stand up. And then you're going to step the left foot back. Bring your hands to your knee. Drop your left knee to the floor. Bring both hands to the floor. Nice. And again, either one hand on the floor, one hand on your knee, or both hands on your knee. See which one is easier. How do you do this? Just do it a few times. Do you look down at the floor or do you look forward? What's the best way for you to do this? Looking down or looking forward? Nice. One more time. How do you do it? How do you hear your knees as you do it? Nice. Both hands to the floor, rounding your back and arching your back. rounding your back, arching your back. Pause there in the arching. There's a deep squeeze into that right hip. And just breathing into it. Let something soften, let something settle. Nice. Bring both knees together. Left foot, it travels forward and a little bit out to the side so that there's space. It's kind of, I call it, bring your foot to ploof on the floor. So wherever it lands without you having to make much effort is exactly where it should be. Bring both hands to your front knee. You have to tuck your back toe under or bring one hand to the floor, one hand to your knee, lifting up and then rise up and then coming down. So choose whether you bring hand to the knee or you push into the floor and just rise and drop. How do you do this? Is this side different from the other side? How do you help yourself up here? Really use the support of your thigh. Use the floor as much as you need to. Nice. One more time. And then both hands to the floor, rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back, and just pausing there, really feeling the sinking of your belly, the push of your belly into your inner thigh on the left. And breathe into it. Nice. Bring both knees back together. Lift both knees off the floor and just stretch back into your downward dog. Just have a sense of heels moving back, legs are long. Nice. Drop both knees to the floor. So bring your right knee out towards the right and don't let your spine move. So if we let our spine move, so bring your right knee to the end of your range and then just turn your belly and lift your knee up and down. So that's where your spine is moving and your bum is moving. So we're trying to not let that happen. So just bring your knee out to the side, feel the end of your range. Bring your knee in, knee out to the side, in, knee out to the side, and then the next time it travels down, let it travel behind the left knee, bring it to the floor, push your bum back towards your heels, and then bring your knee out to the side, let your knee travel behind the left, sit your bum back. One more time. Knee travels towards the side, and the knee travels back behind you. Sit your bum back and just pausing there, really compressing into the deep of the outside of your hips. Maybe your right hip, right buttock. And bring both knees to the floor. Other side. Bring the left knee out to the side and let your belly move and let your hip move. And so that's not what we want, where you're moving the whole of your spine. We're doing the other one. So just let your knee rise. You're keeping your pelvis and spine steady. Let your knee drop. Let your knee rise. Let it drop. Let it rise. And next time it drops, bring it behind the right knee. Bring it to the floor. Sit your bum back. Left knee to the side. Behind. Sit your bum back. Left knee to the side. Next time you go, you're going to pause. Bring your knee back behind you. Push into your hands and really sit your weight back. So I'm doing these 5-minute movement snacks every day, and they're just amazing. What's really interesting about them, there is nothing to do with a yoga mat about them. And there are moments in your day that you can be standing in your kitchen, standing near a rock, standing near a chair, or just in the middle of nowhere. And you can go, oh, I'll do that one. And it's about creating movement in your everyday life rather than it being on your yoga mat. Okay, lift your knees up, stretch back, and then walk your feet forward and come all the way back to rest your elbows on your knees. Right, come all the way up. So I don't believe I'm doing this movement with you now. I'm like, am I really going to do this? Anyways, okay, so first off, you're going to just swing. So your feet are a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And swing both arms up and over towards the right and come up onto the left toes as you do that. And then swing back down. And so the back down isn't as important as the up. There's something about the upswing that's really important, okay? And just feel Like for me, I feel that through the torso, into the belly, into kind of everything. I just feel that. And then the next time you go up, pause there, and really feel that sense of your arms are lifting, you're turning towards the right, you're up on the left toe, and twist your torso a little bit more. You're balancing, you're getting taller, and then coming all the way back. Other side. This is the crazy golf bit. So swing up. So the energy is up and back, okay? Up and back. I have no idea actually about golf, really. I've only seen the pictures, and this is amazing extension that they go. Whew. So just try that one more time. As you pause on the left, get really tall, you're reaching, your whole body is torsioning towards the left. You're up on the right toe, get taller. And coming all the way back. So the next one we're going to the bog. So hold on to your, you can do digging as well. So hold on to your shovel. We're going to dig towards the left first. So bend both of your knees. And then dig down into the ground on the left. And then swing that, so your arms are connected, swing it behind you. And it's very similar to elephant, that movement. So feel the belly opening. And then come back, dig down, and then swing. And my right leg really straightens as I do this. Just feel the movement. Get over what it looks like in your head. And just feel the sense of, how does my body really feel? Like when I go out, like I move stone quite a bit here. And it's this sense of dig and fling and dig and fling. Nice. Try the other side. Great. Other side. So you might be on the bog. You might be digging stone. Dig and fling. So now we're flinging over towards the right. And just feel I don't know, it just feels amazing in my belly, this. I might go out digging stone later on. And just feel the sense of the functional pattern of movement in your body. Great. Bring your elbows to your knees and just pause there. Nice. Come all the way up to stand. Stand to the front of your mat. Standing tall. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come all the way down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. And really stretch into the right leg as you bend deeply into the left. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. And then pull the left elbow back. And you can either bring your left hand to your left knee as you do that, or just bring your left hand back into lawnmower. And then slowly rise into bow and arrow and pause there. Your right hand is moving forward. Your left elbow is pulling deeply back. Turn your palms up. Glide into slingshot. And as I move into slingshot, my left knee moves forward as my left hand moves forward. It gives my torso deep direction. Rising up, left hand rises, and I'm really pulling the right elbow down towards my hip and squeezing deeply into the right as I lengthen into the left. Forearm comes down to the left thigh. Reach the right arm overhead and reach your arm long beside your ear. Bend your knee a little bit more and find the length of the right side of your body. So I'm really leaning, I'm pushing my forearm into my thigh to create connection. And then I'm pushing my feet down and reaching into my right fingers. Like everything is creating the foundation for your right fingers to reach a little bit more. Nice. Turn towards the floor. Bring your right hand down. Turn your toes. Drop your right knee down. Pull the left elbow back and reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. So to dial in your twist, you bring your fingers to the front of your shoulder and then reach your arm up towards the ceiling. Nice. Bring your two hands to the floor. Lift your back knee. Hop forward. Small hops all the way forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Just pausing there in your lunge. Hop the back foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. You can bring the right hand to your right knee or pull the right elbow back into lawnmower. Rise. Bow and arrow. Really feel the torsion in the torso. Nice. Slingshot. Turn your palms up. Let your right hand rise, reach forward. As your right hand reaches forward, your right knee gets a little bit more direction. And then rise with the right hand up and squeeze the left elbow down. So you're shortening on the left and lengthening on the right. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Nice. Bring your forearm down to your right thigh. Reach your left arm long and over your ear. So push your forearm deeply into your thigh. Push your heels deeply into the floor. And then create connection through your whole body so that the left hand has more and more length to reach out of. So it's like one of those martial art ideas that to have the ability to fly, a bird needs to push into the floor. So push down into the floor and let your left hand fly and reach. Nice. Turn towards the floor, bring your left hand down. Turn towards the floor with your knee, drop it down. Bring your fingers to the front of your shoulder, dial it in, and then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling and open through your chest. Reaching, opening, lengthening. Nice. Drop your hand to the floor. From here, bring everything back and then come sit on your mat. Legs are long in front of you. And just roll into your belly. Big circle into your belly. And then in the other direction. Nice. So bring your feet slightly further apart. And then bring your baby toes down in the direction of the floor. And then bend your knees and then straighten your legs. So you're kind of bending your knees, straightening your legs. My baby toes are down towards the floor. Kind of doing frog legs a little bit. And then bring your big toes towards the floor and bend your knees and straighten your legs. And then baby toes, bend your knees. Big toes, bend your knees. Baby toes, bend your knees. Big toes, bend your knees. One more time. Baby toes, big toes. Great. Bring your feet closer towards you. So your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the floor. Drop your knees out. And then drop your knees in. Drop your knees out. Drop your knees in. Drop your knees out. Drop your knees in. Both knees to the right. Let your left bum rise on the first time. So you've got dropped into a version of zigzag. Come back up. And then both knees to the left. And your right bum lifts as you do this. So we let the whole body move and then drop down. Next time you do it, don't let your bum move. Both knees to the right. You'll get stuck. And then both knees to the left. You get stuck. And just keep your bum on the floor and just meet the stuckness of the left-right movement, the adduction and abduction, internal and external rotation of your thighs. There really isn't all that much. Nice. Bring your feet even closer. And so your feet, you're almost being pushed back by your feet, and bring your hands behind you to the floor. Nice. Drop both knees to the right. Let your bum lift. And drop both knees to the left. Let your bum lift. And just travel one way and then the other way. Nice. Keep your bum on the floor. Feet are close towards you. Drop both knees to the right. And then drop both knees to the left. How do you keep your bum in place? For me, there's like belly work going on. There's ab work going on to keep my bum in place. Nice. Cool. So come into, your feet are wide. You're sitting up tall. Drop both knees down. Zigzag to the right. I've just gone left. But anyways, go over towards the right. Come back up to center. And then go down towards the left, the other side. and then back up to center. It's great. So we're going to include a strengthening back bend kind of thing into it. So drop both knees to the right. Come back to center. Lift your bum off the floor. And just hover it off the floor and then drop it down. Drop both knees to the left. Lift your bum off the floor. Drop it down. Both knees to the right. Lift your bum. Maybe you bring your bum back. So now you're sitting on with straight legs, and then bring your bum forward. Drop your knees down to the right. Or the other side. Back to center. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Drop your knees down. Center. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Drop your knees down. One more time each side. Back to center. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Drop down. Back center. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Great. So find the place where your fingers, like my fingers kind of at a 45-degree angle pointing backwards is good for my shoulders. And then push down into your feet and then lift your hips up and be in one long straight line. So knees, hips, shoulders. You're looking down at your belly. Don't let your head drop back. Drop your bum down. Check in with your shoulders. Was that okay? And one more time. Lifting up. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Squeeze your bum. Look towards your hips. And rolling all the way down. And just roll into your shoulders. And then in the other direction. Nice. Twist towards the right. Look over your right shoulder. Pull that right shoulder deeply back by anchoring your fingers into the floor and pull with your left hand. And then go to the other side. Twist towards the left. Pull with your right hand and really anchor down through the fingers of the left hand. And back to center. Nice. So I would recommend deeply to lie on the floor after that, or just sit for a while and come to rest. But lie on the floor. Let's take a moment and lie on the floor. It'll be a little bit longer, but that's okay. So just lie down. And as you lie down, turn your palms face upwards because we work deeply into the strength of our shoulders there. And let that settle. Breath is in your belly. We played crazy golf. We cut turf or dug stones. We stood up from kneeling. We did some standing postures. And then we did zigzag variations. Pretty amazing. So notice what all that feels like in your body. Maybe just make fists out of your hands and wiggle your fingers there a few times. Just feel like you're just easing out any strain, any tightness, any activity in your hands. Maybe make fists and just roll in big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Oh, even though it's raining, I can see the dawn happening. I think it's my favorite blue. It's like this deep cornflower blue. It's not quite navy. It's just this amazing blue color. Nice. I'm looking over towards the windows. So we'll be aiming that way someday soon. Someday you're going to land into class and ta-da! I'll be in the windows. We'll see when it happens. I'm just going to let it happen. So rolling over, coming all the way up to sit. Oop. How nice, guys. Blow out your candle. Have a great day. Be well. And yeah, check out the movement breaks, movement snacks. I'm loving them. I'm doing them every day. Working towards different movements and strengthening. Nice. Bye.